Hey guys, it's thankyou here and welcome to a brand new video. First of all, we're going to start out with a mediatonic clip. This clip is quite a hectic one, so this is to show you on Hex-A-Gone when you end up in what we call friendly stream sniping events. Okay, so this tutorial is actually going to talk you through a few tips and tricks that you may not know already, and we're going to sort of like help to improve your game and help to improve your effective chances while playing Hex-A-Gone as well. For keyboard and mouse players especially out there, you will find this tutorial extremely helpful for you. For controller players, I guess the same rules do actually apply to that. Usually on controller these actions are actually even easier to do. You're able to make particular types of gamer jumps and stuff like that. So you can see in this particular lobby nobody is actually going for any pullbacks whatsoever, so we're all just taking our sections and we're just being nice about it. Because again, it is an event type of series, this one. What we're going to do is we're going to get into the more aggressive clips and we're going to get into a very good example of a head-to-head. Okay. So first of all, we're just going to show you exactly how we win this one. We share the yellow section, as you can see. I decided to go down this way. I think the red bean almost followed me. That's how we cut off his section right there. I made sure that these can't get across. And then I take a little bit of a risky gamer jump. There we go. And that'll secure the tiles over here for me. Then what I do is I slow down my jumps to the absolute maximum. So you've got in between 1 and 2 seconds to actually jump in between the tiles. Okay, next up we're going into public lobbies. Okay, so we're actually playing as the dino on this one.
You know what, I'm just going to go down a layer.
Now, what I'm going to do...
Whoa, what was that lag?
...is I'm going to leave this as a live stream example. Which will basically, you'll be able to hear my commentary throughout and see the mistakes that I make and learn from.
Did he really just pull me back? Okay. We're going to pull anyone back that comes even close to us right now.
Sometimes you do have to get into the mentality of actually thinking this way. Tried to bop him off there, it didn't work.
I'm gonna go down.
That's another effective tip for you. Basically you can jump onto players.
That guy's just forced me down.
Or you can jump into players. You can basically bop them off. Jumping onto players is more effective than jumping into players. If you jump in into players, you're actually running the risk. You can see the nice little smart pullback. Realise that the dragon's there. When tiles are disappearing, you can actually jump on the tiles for an extra second or so.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Didn't mean to do that, but it ends up in my benefit because I'm able to take that section out nice and easy and secure myself a nice hefty chunk of a section right here.
Yeah, buddy!
They're the easier wins. But we're going to get into some harder examples. Okay. So when people are running out tiles like so, you do actually want to cut on the left hand side of players. And you go for the pullback strat, which is basically going from the left hand side, turning your angle to your right slightly, using the short grab, but actually extend the grab to a full, almost a second, but not a full second. Okay, you can see I'm just going to cut that guy off there. As I turn around, I notice that they're all running each other out, so we're actually going to take the outside path right now. We're going to start cutting this section off and we're going to quick turn, and then we're going to pray on some good fortune right now. There you go, there it is. Sometimes good fortune will end up getting you the wins as well, so sometimes the risk is worth it. Okay, next up, this is the lobby of the head-to-head. So this is actually the best example in the actual video right now. So this is going to show you what happens when two good players come against each other. So hats off to whoever this ninja was. He was actually very, very good. But I'm going to show you in slow down motion on certain decisions that we both actually make. Okay. So you can see I've got the orange section right here. Now pay attention especially to what the ninja does underneath me as well. Somebody did try the pullback strat on the ninja, he got out of it though. And unfortunately that's bad news for me. You can see where the ninja is, we just zoomed the camera in just to show a better angle of it. And then we're just going to replay that little part. This is where I start with the slow jumps, realise that he's realised I'm here, and then we go to cut each other off. Okay, so that was the perfect play by both people. Because one of us is going to eat the tiles for the other one if one makes it faster than the other. This part we're just slowing it down to the maximum. We've got to pay attention on where the ninja is. Now if you notice he actually ended up dropping a layer because he didn't have a layer to get over to this massive section, which leaves this section completely open for me. However, that does not mean a good player is out. All it takes is one little slip, one little mistake. However, I want you to pay attention especially to what the ninja is doing right below me, because this guy is actually showing you an example for me. So what he's actually doing, just to explain it in sort of a different sort of dummy type of way, is he's taking out the tiles by using my shadow. So he knows where I'm jumping, so he's taking out the line of tiles that is right near me. So for this one we have to go for the gamer jump risk. It's very, very scary to do, but we get more tiles than him by one. In fact, we don't get more tiles, we actually end up pretty even. Well, I should have actually took that tile and that would have guaranteed me. So that was a mistake, but you can see what I did was I landed on the last tile, which allowed me to get the win there. This is the next example, which is basically slowing down in motion, as you can see by the pullback there. Sometimes when you pull a player back and there's a player running underneath, what you can actually do is that if you are successful with the grab, you can basically pull them back and you can get them to land on the player that's underneath, which will cause them to tumble over. You can also see that the bullet skin pretty much tried that to me after what I just did to him. Trying to look at the sections, nearly end up running myself out there. Main thing is, if somebody does come behind you like that, just assume that they're going to mess up. Do not panic. Just trying to cut this guy off, because I know that I've got a section over here, so I'm just going for the fast jumps now. And just securing this section, because I know that it has more tiles than any other area, which should be an easy win for us, guys and girls. Okay, next example. Dive strats. Okay, so basically you dive to take out two tiles, but in order for this to work, you do need a bit of a head start on the person that is literally behind you. Again, dive strats. Turning your camera angles, go into a direction that players don't expect you to go, praying on good fortune on where you don't actually get tumbled there. And you can see I actually skip a tile there to ensure that player goes down.